All right, guys, we're gonna be we're on the live stream right now. We're gonna be doing a crashes and close call video. This is the brand new one from MotoStars. So we're gonna be talking about it, trying to figure out what happened, how it happened, and utilize the plan method. Does it work? Yes, I fixed it from last week. Let's go and take a look at this. Crashing my GSX, no excuses.
Made a costly mistake. He admitted he wasn't focused.
Okay, right
enough,
turn.
and he's still angry about what happened.
Okay. Oh, curb. Oh, so he started endo a little bit. Right before. Wait, did we skip? Yeah, it's a different person. Okay. So we're coming up here. We're making a right-handed turn. Maybe it's been a long ride on the highway. We're just kind of relaxing. We're kind of zoned out, not paying attention too much. Though that button doesn't work either. Let's see if this one works. Okay, so we're zoned out, not paying attention a little bit. And we get up to here, maybe a little tired. We went pretty wide, so we really don't want to be going into the other lane. Just try to maintain your lane. But once again, maybe a little bit tired. Now he's downshifting. And just issues, overall issues, lack of awareness is going to be the problem here. Rider error is going to be a problem. We're coming up to here, maybe looking at the cool views, and then now we're in this spot. We shouldn't be in this spot anyways. Okay, curb or no curb, we're trying to stay in the lines. Okay, we're coloring in the lines here. So we get up to here, sees it. Let's go back just a little bit. He sees the issue. First crash in 30 years. Yeah, maybe complacent. So he sees it. You can see the dash right here. And the camera's on the body, so he's going high and over. So he slammed that front brake, and that tire traction really grabbed, and he went up and over. Okay, so his emergency maneuver, when it comes to plan, right? So navigate active threats. This is an active threat. We located and assessed immediately, and we reacted immediately with a smash of the front brake. Okay, so even with 30 years, you want to practice your skill set, okay? So what else could we have done? We could have swerved left or right, to be honest. There's no traffic or anything. Swerve right is a good option, obviously, because you're going to stay in your lane. But we don't need to slam the brakes. Can we go back 5 seconds? Let's go back 5 seconds here. So he's coming up to here.
What happened?
Normal view. And then sees it. Oh, crap. Flips up and over. And then shoulder into the ground. So as a smart rider, we are acquiring personal protective equipment, just in case. But yeah, he could have swerved. Simple. So hopefully he's doing fine. That's the main thing here. Mistakes happen. This person hit the wall. Probably going a little too fast. You see a little bit of a speed wobble almost. Oh, no, we're going 95. There it is. So this is why I have my phone on my handlebars. It's like a mini map in a video game. I love having the GPS there. There's a link in the description for rock form cases. You want to grab one, 20% off if you want to grab. I like rock form now. I've always liked Rockform on my phone case, but now I have them as an affiliate in the description, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, this is why I have it, but he's going 95, going a little too fast. It looks like we were just coming out of a turn, so just like navigating corners in the mountains, going too fast, got launched out to the side because we didn't turn well enough. Hits the guardrail, 99. Oh, geez. Not good. And that's why we crashed. And look how far we're going to slide. So he's got full leathers. That's a good thing. Yeah, wear your gear. Full leathers, that's going to help because leather is really good. I have textiles, I have climb gear, but leathers are really good when it comes to thermal transfer. So just like a rug burn, that's pretty much what road rash is, but with carpet versus like cheese grater asphalt. But it's a rug burn. You're going to get that thermal transfer. So even doing this, you get that friction. So leather is going to help prevent a lot of that thermal transfer, and leather is really good for abrasion resistance. So it's going to help with that cheese grater part. So wear gear. Wear gear, please. Oh, he's in the hospital. That's not good. Bike's bleeding a little bit. Not a big deal. All right, here we go. We're having some fun. Wear some gloves, please. Oh. I don't want to see it again. I want to see what the owner. I was paying attention. I was thinking this guy was going to crash or a car was going to come out. Nylon and Cordura is pretty good. it's not going to be as good for thermal transfer, but it's really good for abrasion resistance. I mean, Cordura is an aramid fiber like Kevlar, so it does do pretty good when it comes to the thermal, but still. Oh, dog just ran out. Got excited about the noise. Damn. So he tried. He tried to swerve. He really tried to swerve.
No.
Oh, they checked on the dog. Good. Okay. I would. All right. Yeah, so stay back because dog's hurt. And it's going to be angry. I'm worried about broken bones on that dog. Dog's not going to show it. I mean, with the rescue, you know, it's not going to show it for a while probably. All right, so we're going through here. Watch out for that part right there. So right here. We're in the middle of a turn. Watch for these metal grates. So this is why you don't go super fast. If these metal grates are wet, they're going to be slippery, especially in the turn. So be careful with those. Go over them straight as possible. So it's almost like, for me, it's almost, yeah, I'm going to kind of go straight, make the turn, straight, make the turn. You can trust your tires, but I don't trust if there's not going to be water on them.
Here speed was the key problem. Heavy traffic and
It's a double lane or double yellow, and we're passing on a blind.
limited visibility left no room for mistakes.
Can't see around the corner. Okay, so it's traffic's going this way no matter what. Okay. Oh, we slammed the front brake. We had to layer down. Going super fast. Visibility's a problem. I saw those brake lights ahead. You see the brake lights ahead. I think we were staring at our speedometer, and then we looked up and saw this car. And you see his right hand. Okay, he's reaching for that front brake, and then slams that front brake and loses traction because you basically made the front tire slide. It stopped, and now it's sliding on the ground, and it falls over. So that's the whole had to layer down thing. Guys, don't speed like that, and if you are going to apply the brakes, do it progressively. So you're going to do a little bit of squeeze and more and more and more and more while your tire's gaining traction. If you just slam it, that could happen. ABS is going to help out with that. I don't know why it didn't kick in. I mean, ABS is a safety net. It's not going to be the thing that's going to solve the problem. All right, you're going to chill ride and this happens. That looks pretty chill, right? My chill rides look different. What about you guys? Write in the comments what your chill rides look like. This does not look like my chill ride. My chill ride, I'm just enjoying the view. That's a beautiful view. Probably cool weather. I'm sitting straight on my bike. Buddy's trying to keep up, maybe. Maybe you're talking on your Cardo Pack Talks. And he went a little... Oh, no. That could have been a lot worse. If he just hit head on to that very edge of that and snapped his legs, yeah, that could have been a lot worse. So talk on your Cardos, be like, hey, link in the description for a discount here too. Hey, I crashed. All right, come up to here. I don't like this position.
Bro.
Get off to the sides. When we talk about planning and that positioning for safety, see, randomly stops, right? This is why I like to be off to the sides. Because now you have to apply the brakes really hard. And that's tough to do when you're this close with this space cushion. It's a tiny space cushion. If he slammed the brakes and you're off to the side where my head is, and he slams the brakes, you're like, oh crap, I can't stop in time, and you could have an escape. Don't be right behind a vehicle, guys. Don't be right behind a vehicle. Stay off to the sides. Because then you have to do that really quickly. When you could probably just go straight. Why are we going this fast? It's a residential neighborhood coming up. Anybody could be pulling out of these intersections.
Can I help you, bro?
People are weird. Like the car driver and honestly this rider's a little... Okay, now we're going finally the speed limit.
Bro.
35. We're going 35-ish because we're being paced basically by the car in front of us. See, the guy in front slammed the brakes. This is why I like being off to the side. Okay, we passed. Pretty good. That person passed that vehicle too. What are we doing here? Guys, don't do this. Ride with the flow of traffic. Enjoy the ride. See, now we're putting ourselves in a dangerous position, having to speed to get away from this person. Pretend you're going straight and then turn left. There you go. Get yourself a... Oh, geez, he turned with you. Oh, Jesus. So just now at this point, what I would do is I would park it and go into a store, or at least get into a public area. Because if we're out on the road, we're increasing our chances of crashing because we're going super fast. And then also this guy can run us off the road. At least if I'm off the bike and he gets off the bike, it's now even. 92 miles per hour in this area. Now you have also the consequences possibly of getting a criminal speeding ticket. I was able to lose him here because he was stuck behind all the other cars at the light. Okay.